Hello and welcome to Casual Leaves. It's been again a bit of a gap, but I couldn't really get a chance to make my video last week. But here I am. I have something to show you guys and myself. I have a really big package. It's quite big, I mean it. So I have a big package which has been lying around for a while. I was not there for a couple of days, but I'm back and I have to open this package. I thought it'd be great if I do that here. So we are going to open this up. Basically it has plant products, no plants in it, but if you know about my collection, you may see a few things which are new in and around my cabinet, and we'll get to that also maybe in another video. But yeah, I'm here with this package, going to open it. If you're new here, welcome. I make houseplant videos about my own journey. I don't know much really about plants, but I'm learning as I go. It's my new hobby and I'm documenting it on my channel. So if you're watching it, thank you so much, and if you are returning here, thank you so much. It means a lot that you came back again. Okay, so just let's try and get a view here. So nothing big, nothing major, but let's just open it. So some basic plant products which I needed since a while, and I happened to see a good deal, I guess, and that's what made me order it. And yes, thanks to the YouTube community, a couple of people pointed out, gave suggestions on what I could be doing with my plants to have better growth. This is, by the way, from, I got the sticker, but this is from the blooming string, yeah. So let me just show that. I happen to cut it, but yeah, that's from the blooming string, and good packaging. Yeah, so a couple of people pointed out that I could be making use of some other products as well for my plants, or maybe in fact making my own soil, and that's what will be here. Some products to help me up my houseplant game basically. Okay, so just gonna start removing the stuff. I actually forgot about this one. This is a hanging planter. I actually honestly genuinely forgot about me ordering this. So yeah, this is a hanging planter, like a cover pot for hanging plants, and it's pretty neat. It's kind of like a very lightweight plastic one. Let me just arrange this. Okay, here we go. I believe this is how it's meant to be. Pretty neat actually, really nice. I chose the white color because it goes with everything, and I'm not sure if I remember about the string, but I like it. I like the look. So we'll try and figure what plant I can place in it and where do I hang it, because I didn't really plan for it. I just liked it. It was very affordable, so I got this. So that's the first thing there. And I ordered these 5.5 inches clear pots, so just 4 of these. Again, very affordable, and just I got a good deal, so I just ordered it. Not sure about this one. I think it's just come. I don't know if I ordered, maybe I ordered it, I don't know. And yeah, now onto the main stuff. So this is charcoal. That's for my soil. I plan to make my soil this time, so that's charcoal. There's 1 kg of charcoal. There is, oh yes, there's leca. I ordered leca because I thought I can, one, mix it in my own soil mix, and second would be to try growing a plant in leca. So that's leca balls here. So that's good. All of this is pretty messy stuff, like it's all powdery and messy. And there is this, which is 1 kg of perlite. So I think I'm gonna, I think I need maybe a few more things like choco chips, which I have. I do have some basic aroid mix. I think I'm gonna mix everything up and make a very light, airy, chunky mix. Currently, I do not really need a soil mix for any of my plants because a lot of my plants are in pon, the special ones which are my locasias, and I want to try leca balls for it, so I don't need it for that, but I do need something for my Amydrium. And in fact, what we can do today is we can transfer my Amydrium into one of these clear pots, maybe even add a moss pole to it, because it's really, I'm going to show it 1 second, it's not really able to grow right now because of a reason. It has started doing this, which is that it's looking for a place to hang on to, and it's just going on giving me this long balled vine. And yeah, it's of course like it gave me these 2 new leaves, but it needs a moss pole now. It is ready to start climbing, so we will maybe use my new soil mix stuff and this pot, add a moss pole, and we can actually do that today, so that'll be good. So because this is all going to be extremely messy with all the soil mixes and everything, I am going to use my potting mat. This is really handy because you can easily wash it off later. Let's remove this first, and then we will see about the soil. So this is purely in cocoa chips right now, and there's some soil mix. Yeah, there's some crunchy kind of a soil mix, which is good. I don't know what this is exactly, but it's a nice soil mix. So the roots are good. So don't want to disturb that, but that's how the roots are. It's very, very good, very healthy. It just needs a nice support system right now. So I do have this old moss pole with me, so we will see if we can just use that, and I'll add moss into it. So if I'm just checking the height for it, I'm retaining this stick it came with. Yeah, I think this is fine, because I will chop off maybe the long vine. I don't know what you guys think. Should I maybe use a taller one if I'm doing this? Because this whole thing is also bald. Do I just chop it off here? I can chop it off here, and I'll have to think about this. So I have decided to just keep the plant the way it is. I thought initially of chopping it from the lowest leaf, but right now I will just leave it this way, and at the bottom I'm going to retain the soil it had at the bottom. I don't want to disturb that, and on the top we'll add my new stuff. Just going to add a bit of leca in the bottom of my moss pole, because we don't want it to touch the soil ideally. So that's what I'm doing here. And so that's the system for the pole. Adding the soil which it had from before, which was here, so that the plant doesn't feel too shocked. I have tied the plant onto the moss pole with the help of a little thread. Now to proceed ahead, I just need to figure my soil. So just quickly want to show the soil mix I have made. So this is what I'm working with. There's charcoal, there's perlite, there is my aroid soil mix, and there is leca. So I'm gonna be using this. This is the first time I'm trying to make and use something like this. Okay, so I'm back. I have added the soil into this pot. I have tied up the plant to the moss pole with the help of these threads, and I will now add the moss to the rest of the pole and tie up the remaining vine. Okay, so I'm back. I have taken the plant into the sink. I have tried to drench the moss, the sphagnum moss with water because it was very dry. It was a leftover pole which I am reusing. So I have gone and drenched it with water from the sink directly, and I'm letting it just dry out a bit. And in the meantime, I wanted to talk about 3 more products, two of which I have been using very recently, and there's a new one. The new one, of course, is Basocote. Basocote is like Osmocote, but for our country. Basically, these are granules which help the plant grow better. It has this mechanism, or technical mechanism, where it adjusts the release of the nutrients from these small little balls according to the climate, according to the need of the plant. So all of it will not release at one go. In fact, it goes on for 6 months, and this continuous release of nutrients helps the soil chemically, physically adapt better for the plant's needs. And I think it's something that I've seen a lot of people do because it's a one-time thing. You just add it to a plant and you water it regularly. You don't have to then resort to any other kind of fertilizers or any other products. So I did get this. I don't know how much it works and on which plants will I put it in, because I'm also using these 2 other products, which is this plant sap. So I've been using this plant sap and this humic acid, which is like a liquid form. So this is a liquid form, this is also a liquid thing, and this is basically sap of decaying plants. I believe that's what this is. So it helps in stem elongation, it helps in flower production. Again, it helps the soil to be better for the plant, and it is used for fruits, vegetables, flowering plants. It has no chemicals, it's completely natural. So it's basically a organic sap extract of various decaying plants is what I get, and you have to mix 30 ml of this in 300 ml of water. And I have been not taking 30 ml but about 25 ml in 300 milliliters of water, and I do measure it on a kitchen scale. And this is humic acid, which is also like a supplement for the plants, and this one I'm a bit scared of using because it says that you just need a drop of it in about, again, I think 1 liter of water. So I just try to take literally less than a drop in 300 ml of water, because I have a container of 300 milliliters, and I have been adding this as well as this on my pothos to try. In fact, no, I did put it in my anthuriums. I did put it in most of my plants which have soil. In fact, the Monstera, Enjoy Pothos, my Marble Queen, my Synthapsis, my Hoya. So I have added it actually in a lot of plants, even Anthurium crystallinum, Palladiflorum, Florida Beauty and Monstera Esqueleto. So I have added this. I did notice immediately overnight, I did notice that the leaves perked up a bit, like they kind of stood up a bit. And on my pothos, I did see a change in size. There's a slight, very minor but noticeable change in the leaf sizes. So I do think these are working, but it's a task, like mixing these in water. And this one smells really awful, but I think it's good for the plants for sure, so I'm putting up with it. But it smells awful only when you make it, not afterwards. So my cabinet is not stinky or my plants or the rooms are not stinky. This is Basocote, which I plan to add in my Amydrium because I have put a fresh soil in it and I can monitor the growth and the result of this on that. So let's do that right now. Okay, so I am going to be adding a little teaspoon of it. So it says about 7 to 10 grams, which are 200 to 300 granules per liter, 1 liter of plant pot. So this of course is a smaller size, but I'm just gonna go by what I have seen in a couple of videos online. So that's how it looks. Those are the balls, and you're supposed to kind of make a little hole and just make sure it's under the soil. So I will try to do that and cover it up in a bit. So this is a small one. So I think I'm gonna put about just these many. And I'll try to cover it with the soil. So it's kind of on top only, like it's right on top but covered. That's how it is. The other thing that I'm trying these days is to use RO water for the plants, because I have been reading and seeing as well that at times the leaves kind of get affected a bit with tap water. So I'm just storing some RO water and I use my containers to water it. So I'm not putting too much. Okay, so my storage went off, but I was trying to say that I'm trying to use more of RO water these days for the plants, because the tap water is actually showing a bit of like side effects in the way that the leaves at times go crispy or yellowish and things like those. So I've been seeing a lot of people saying that try to use RO water. So that's what I've been using recently. And I'm back now with the plant. It's here. Let me show it to you. Here it is. There we go. That's my Amydrium. And that's the final thing. That's how it's looking. I've added the Basocote. I have made the sphagnum moss finally a bit moist, and I have tied the plant with the help of these white little thread ropes that I had, so that it tries to stick into the moss pole and grow roots. To be honest, I have always had really bad luck with moss poles. I am not good with these. They dry up no matter what I do, even though I do have a greenhouse cabinet now and things like those, but I'm just not good with them. Never had success with them. Never really could I don't know, get any result from them. So I'm not really a fan of these, but let's see. I'm trying it for this one. I did chop off that runner vine which was here. I chopped it off, and we have this much of the moss pole, and I can always extend it once the plant starts growing. So yeah, that's looking good. And photobombing us is my philodendron pertuberzi, looking really nice. I love this whole unruly look, and this is the newest leaf. It's still hardening up, so just letting it be here. Recuperating again is my bipennifolium. It just happened to be in the background, and I have hung my burley marks. I've hung my philodendron burley marks here, which I really like, next to the television, and my enjoy pothos there. So just like a little planty thing here. Well, so that's about it. I'm going to wrap up this video here. It took me a very long time. Actually, I think 1.5 hours worth of shooting time here, filming time, and the chores that I did. But I really hope it helps. I hope this plant grows, and I hope that you enjoyed the products that I unboxed today and I showed today, and I hope they're good. If you have any feedback on those for me, for my plant journey, do let me know in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye.